This time there's just going to be a quick demo of some safe lapping in the ARCA cars at the Legacy Charlotte. These are powerful cars. They are light, they have a lot of power, they're easy to loop, and they're easy to burn the tires up if you're not careful. This isn't going to be fast lapping. This is just going to hopefully be some tips on doing some safe lapping where you can be consistent. Consistency is going to be key as a bunch of new rookie drivers get their D-class license and start to jump in these really powerful cars and overdrive them. So real quick, in the garage, let's look at the chassis. Steering ratio by default is 10:1. It's best to move it up to 12:1. I'm going to be running 14:1. Also, I believe the front brake bias is typically 68. I'm going to move it down to 62 as the tires begin to wear, and probably after about 5 laps or so, I'll start trying to apply some trail braking to keep the nose of the car, especially in 3 and 4, down closer to the line. That's going to be critical when you're trying to pass cars on older tires, to be able to get underneath them while they're washing up with a burned up right front. Also, for practice sessions like this, I'm going to suggest that in the driving aid section of the drive tab, you go ahead and turn the driving line on. It's not something you want to rely on a lot, but it does somewhat show you where the fastest opening to the turn is and exit to a turn is, and the color of the line can also kind of indicate whether you want to be in the power or out of the power or even on the brakes. The other thing on the option tab is I'm going to be using a comparison to my all-time best lap, and it'll be showing in the delta bar up above my mirror, so I can get immediate input as to whether I'm gaining or losing speed on my best lap, but it also will show a little box in the user interface. I have it positioned by my left side mirror that will give me my splits, both on the front split and the back split, and what my ideal lap would be if I was able to nail both my best front and best back end splits. So with that, let's jump in the car. These cars are powerful. You can see I've got used RaceLab apps, and I'm using the telemetry overlay right here. It will show my wheel, it will show throttle, brake, clutch. You can ignore the clutch right now. I'm using clutch assist. I've been having some difficult times launching it in restarts in the Makoni C-Class trucks, so I'm going to give up some time for auto clutch, just because I've been having some difficulty with using the clutch, so ignore. You'll see me shifting without seeing any clutch input. Alright, biggest thing is these cars are easy to loop. Don't be the guy that can't make it up the banking out of the pits without moving the car. Not even full throttle. You can see the telemetry on the screen. Just going to get into full throttle before I go to 3. Lap, we're just going to roll around, get the tires up to pressure. Cold tires will affect you probably 2 or 3 laps. You can probably go a little bit more all out. But here we go, as we go into 1. You see the driving line kind of changes. You see where the safety barrier comes out on that wall up there. It's kind of where I'm using as my kind of lift point. You can see I'm not fully out of the throttle for long, and then I'm building. I use those black banners as my kind of look towards them as I get fully in the throttle. Here, there's dashed white lines on the back stretch. Before you ever enter the turn, kind of use that as my early lifting point early on to be safe. Take a look at this again. Again, with a safer barrier.
32.788.
White line at the bottom, 38.
32.172.
Try and use the throttle, but as little steering as possible to get to the bottom again. See that black banner? So again, we use this line that crosses the track. Ease it back in. Now I'm going to start looking for that white banner right there. White banner on the outer wall. Now I can start the tires and load up. You can see I'm kind of getting my delta going.
31.824.
Starting to use the white banner on the wall out of 2 as my full throttle. Use this cross line out, let it roll to the bottom, get some throttle, this white banner all the way down. My belts at the top.
31.716. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
So this white banner coming out of 2. It should be all the way to the throttle. Too much, started to spin it, and pick it up to get it back and see that's not true. Driving a little past that line this time. Right front still looking into the bottom, use that right banner as we turn, running into the wall. Loose. Right dead even.
31.714. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
So those are 31.7s. Those are my fastest lap. I'm going to try a little trail braking to kind of keep the nose set. Going into 3 and 4 here. It's going to be some brake while passing the throttle coming out. Too much. Catch.
32.676. .057.
Mid-turn, having to stay out of the throttle longer with the tires. Hopefully some of these tips will help you get around Charlotte. These powerful ARCA cars, these really are kind of the stepping stone to like the Gen 4 and the next gen cars. You can kind of see how my throttle telemetry there is. I'm constantly marking it. It's not like a light switch.
31.887.
And pretty much with all these really powerful cars, that's what you're going to do. It's going to be a lot of throttle control, a lot of discipline with the steering wheel so as to not to wear your tires out. And you'll find that in these longer races of 30, 40 laps, or those with pit stops where you're going 60 or 80 laps, good discipline means that you'll be passing cars later in the runs. Having the fastest up front.
32.249.
Try and save your tires.